What's that D stand for?
Um,
Hey everybody, Car Dreamer here, coming at you on behalf of D-Class Derailed and all things D-Class related. And boy, today do I have a really different type of figure. As you can see, we are taking a look at Bob Ross, The Joy of Painting. And of course, it's by NECA. And I don't know, I always loved Bob Ross. I thought he was, I grew up watching him paint on PBS, and I always thought he was really cool. I think the accessories it comes with are really cool. It's by NECA Toys, same company that does the Ninja Turtles, so can't argue that. They do Universal Monsters and such, and I think it looks just like a cool figure. And I think now it's a little larger in scale than all the other stuff that I'm aware of, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm excited just to open it up, take a look at it. All right, let's go ahead and do that, shall we? And here we are, and this figure is so freaking sweet. I love it. So it comes with this cool backdrop. You've seen the background. I think that is also based on one of his paintings. Comes with this neat metallic styled or made to look metallic easel with a picture of his. That is one of his pictures that he's done on TV. This stand was a separate piece. I put it in there, and that is to hold this other thing that comes with it, his water bucket. But yeah, so that just snaps into place on these on the legs. Holds his water bucket, which I actually really like. Not only does it look used, it reminds me of the if you look at it, it reminds me of texture and look wise of those watercolors, cheap watercolors that come with like the quote unquote paint or coloring books you can buy, like the hard paint that you have to dip the brush in water to get. It reminds me of that, so it's kind of cool. I get tempted. I'm like really tempted to tap it with a wet brush just to see if it actually is a watercolor. Comes with the palette of paint, his paint palette that I put in his hands. Comes with that little brush. Comes with the bigger brush, and you whack it. And his obviously not a chisel, but the metal spatula or whatever you want to call it that he would do the mountain lines with. Drag it down. Anyway, I'm sorry getting into it, but I love it's just so cool. You know what? I want to see something before I say it. As for that painting itself, I don't know if that comes off or is it ever intended to. It looks like it could. And I tried, but I didn't want to force it. So if it does, it snaps in and out, and I don't want to risk that. I'm sure I can put, like, if you want to make it look like he's painting different things or ever want to change the picture, I'm sure you can print something out, slide a little piece of cardstock or something right on top of it. No big deal. As far as his articulation goes, really good. His head tilts left and right, turns left and right, looks up, looks down, really good motion. Butterfly shoulders, which I know it's hard to see through the shirt, but it's there. You know butterfly shoulders if you've ever collected action figures. Bicep rotation, elbow, 90-degree elbows, and I believe it does yeah, sorry, 90-degree elbow articulation, bends right there at the wrist as well as twists. Really good, really well. 90-degree knee bends, ankle swivel and bending, and he can bend and twist at the waist. So really, really good. And those are soft goods shirt and pants, and even that belt. Like, man, it's just a really cool figure for the price you get. I paid $35 for the figure. And I think this figure is so worth it. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. It is an 8-inch figure, which, again, is bigger than the normal figures. It's actually bigger than most figures. It's definitely a little outside the 1/12 scale, which is a little sad. I would have liked him in scale with other figures just for the fun of it, that you could have done some stuff. But just to give a little comparison, we can put them next to some bigger figures like. So there's Captain Carrot from the DC Multiverse line. And yeah, he scales pretty much well with Multiverse. And here we are. So I just wanted to showcase scale-wise the different possible combinations you can do. So like supposedly he's an 8-inch figure, which is what he comes up as. He scales taller than NECA movie turtles. He scales definitely bigger than the Best Action Loyal Subjects turtles. Scales even bigger than NECA Marty. Scales bigger than Multiverse's figures. And even Hasbro Legends. Marvel Legends. So he's a pretty tall guy. I think you can fudge him with some of the others. Like with the Marvel and definitely the DC you could fudge him with. But, you know, he is what he is. I guess people don't really expect him to be an action figure, so you're not going to pose him with a lot of other things, but I'm going to pose him. I think he's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I would love to know what you guys think of this figure. I think he's just so cool to have. He was such a kind-hearted person. I love the person. He was always calm and peaceful. I think he was a great guy. And I just think it's so cool to have a figure of him. And I would love to know what you guys think. Do you have this figure? Did you grow up watching Bob Ross? You know, was this be a grab or pass if you saw it and don't have it yet? Let me know. Leave your comments down below. And until next time, I'm Car Dreamer. This has been D-Class Derailed. Stay evil.
What's that D stand for?